Yes, I'm live. All right, let's see how many people are here. I don't see that many people here, but all right, this spontaneous life anyway, didn't plan it. So, okay. For those who are able to make it, or for those who watch replay, yo, it's me, Ari does it. You just call me Rashid. I'm here at Elf Fantasy Fair, also known as Elfia, which is called Elfia these days. And it should start at 10 a.m. But we were allowed in before 10 a.m. because there were many people at the gate already. It is the second day of Elf Fantasy Fair, by the way. Yesterday there was a lot of rain, kind of spoiled a lot of stuff. But today it's sunny. Let's hope it remains sunny. Just pray it remains sunny today for me, please. I see Dine is here. I see Les Brown is here. By the way, can you all hear me clearly? Let me know. Let me know, please. Hold on. Can you all hear me clearly? Let me know. Okay, good. That means I don't have to put on my headset, which is good. Again, I'm at Elf Fantasy Fair over here. So let me just turn the camera around so you can see it. It's still very quiet because the event normally starts at 10 a.m. But it's before 10 a.m. and a lot of people are in already. So that's what goes on. It's already busy, but it's getting busier, I expect. And I thought, why not make a live stream while I'm here? I mean, I have the time anyway. No rush whatsoever. Nice outfit. So, well, it's in the Netherlands where I'm at. But I speak English just in case. Sometimes you have foreigners who don't speak Dutch. I just spoke to some people from Germany also before I started this live stream. Again, the event is still in the beginning. But that's not what I want to talk about in this live stream. I am at the event, so I talk a little bit about it. But the live stream is not about Elf Fantasy Fair or Elf. I'm using this opportunity that I'm here to teach you the big difference between hiding and shielding off information. All right, hold on. It's a bit muddy in some places, but anyway, just because it was rain yesterday. Okay, I made a live stream a while back explaining that you can't literally hide anything under heaven. That is impossible. I've explained it already. Nevertheless, people still try to hide things. I'm not talking about keeping things confidential. Okay, let me explain this difference very quickly to you. There's a difference between keeping things confidential and hiding stuff. For example, if you are a medical professional, or you say you're a medical doctor or you're a nurse, someone comes to your practice, it's a medical secret for the safety of the patient. Nice. It's important in that case to make sure that visit or that patient remains confidential. So let's say the husband of one of your clients or say patients calls, say, is my wife over there? You're not allowed to answer that. You just say that's confidential. Or you can say that's classified. Well, classified has to do with government agencies, but you get what I mean. You don't say that, oh, your wife has been here. No, you don't do that. Oh, there's the castle right over there. Let me just show you the castle. Hold on. It's a bit muddy, I know. See right over there? That's the castle. Okay, so let's continue. Or let's say that there's a police investigation going on. There's a homicide investigation. Let's say there's journalists from, I know, from New York Times or O Globe from Brazil. Their journalists want to know information about the case. You just politely and firmly tell them, ongoing investigation. You're not going to reveal anything about the case because that may ruin the case and put a lot of safety of a lot of people at risk. So when it comes to the medical world, when it comes to police investigations, you have to keep things confidential. Okay? But now, let's say now a woman is on a dating app and she goes out on a date. But she hides the fact she already had 5 ex-boyfriends and she ghosts all of them. In this case, there's no such thing as confidentiality because there's no safety at risk over here. And well, there is safety at risk, but there's no necessity to keep things confidential. In this case, she's just hiding stuff. Simple as that. Why? Because the guy she's about to date, that she wants a future with, he should know what he's getting himself involved with. He should. The fact she is withholding this relevant information from him, that means she's just into hiding. So keeping this confidential refers to you withholding information for safety reasons. Okay? For example, bank details or medical information or information about the ongoing crime investigation. You get where I'm going with this. If there is no safety mode, if there's no safety requirement when it comes to hiding information, that means it's illegitimate. Simple as that. Anything that doesn't relate to public or individual safety, it's just an excuse. That means someone's just hiding information just to get a leverage over you. But Rashid, what about if their corporations were competing with one another? Well, that's what I said. Corporations compete with one another. They want to take advantage of the public. So that's why they withhold information so that they can get an upper hand. And we're used to that on this thing called capitalism, but it doesn't mean it's okay. Absolutely not. So, again, keeping things confidential is an attitude. And this attitude is required when it deals with public and individual safety. Because any information on the earth is open and free. Because the earth is one giant living computer that processes all data on the earth. Let me say it like this. The earth is a living computer that processes all data that's on the earth, both good and bad. You hear me? So if the earth that we live in processes all data, that means every data on the earth will show up in some manifestation out there. Okay? Okay, maybe your wife disliked someone in high school. She had issues against the other girl. And now, with your daughter, she has anxiety attacks when she's dealing with your daughter. Why? Because that unrest she invests into against that other girl is still in her. It's been there all along. But it's coming out. So even though she kept it hidden, okay, it's not really hidden because it's manifesting. See what I mean? Or let's say now that there's a homicide investigation and the politicians know who committed the crime, but through mainstream media, they convince the public it's someone else. So they put the blame of the murder on someone else and just convict someone unjustly. Now, even if everyone believes that the guy they catch is the killer, reality is the public will pick up at some point something is off. And if they resist admitting something's off, they all develop cancer stress inside of them. It's going to haunt them as a public. So yes, the public may believe that this guy over here is the killer, but no, he's not. The real data is out there and it's being processed. So understand this. All data on the earth is being processed right now, all data. So that means hiding things is literally impossible. I'm telling you, it's impossible to literally hide things on the earth. When it comes to keeping this confidential, it's just you refusing to share information for the right practical safety reasons. Okay, nobody can blame you for that. But if there is information that is not confidential because it's not related to any public nor individual safety, then you withholding it, it can either be you withhold it for a good reason, a constructive reason. Okay, that's good. For example, let's say you're a science teacher or you're a math teacher in high school. You withhold the answers to the test from the students. Why? So that the students can actually practice their learning abilities. In this case, you withhold information for a good reason. Okay, you can live with that because it can be justified. But any information that you keep hidden, or any information you can't keep it hidden. My bad. Any information you suppress knowledge about, and there is no good constructive reason for you to do so, that is blackmail. Simple as that. Sorry, nobody can read your mind. Don't say such stupid stuff here, okay? Okay. One more time and you're blocked. Don't say stupid stuff like that on my in the live chat, please. Thank you very much. Nobody can read your mind. Only the Father can see what's in your mind. People can figure out what you think about based on your emission, your energy field. They can do that. Evil spirits can also do that far better, but nobody can actually see and hear your mind. This doesn't exist. So understand this. Any information without a just, constructive reason, that is blackmail. And I'm keeping it real with you over here. Because think about it. If there is information out there and it's being suppressed without any constructive, beneficial reason, that means that information could have been used constructively, but now it's being withheld from other people. So the people it's withheld from are now missing out on constructive data. And because it's out on constructive data, they end up dysfunctional. And guess what? They're not even aware that it's functional because they're missing out on data. So if they are missing out on data and they become dysfunctional, who made them dysfunctional? The people that suppress the information. But the people that suppress information are not going to reveal that they will suppress information. That's why they end up dysfunctional. They're going to blame the people that are dysfunctional for being dysfunctional. Saying you guys need to get yourself together, get your act together, you're adults, you need to get help, blah, blah, blah. So the people that turn out dysfunctional are now blamed for dysfunction they can't help. Because why dysfunctional? Because they weren't properly informed by society. So that means that the suppression of information without a constructive reason, it is blackmail because you put others at risk by doing that. You see me? Simple as that. A lot of people are not aware of these things. They're not. Right? So, all right, it's a bit muddy here. All right. So, is it clear to you now that any type of suppression of information without a just reason is nothing but blackmail in disguise? Is it clear to you now? Mm-hmm. Is that clear to you? Let me know. My outfit. Is that clear? That was a question, by the way. Okay, good. So again, I'm not saying that in all circumstances, in every situation, you're obliged to reveal all details. No, I'm not saying that. There are times, hold on. There are times it's perfectly fine to suppress information, either because it's confidential and that's why you need to treat it as confidential, or because there's a constructive purpose. For example, you withhold that for example, there's a surprise party going on, and so you withhold the fact there's a surprise party, or the answers to an exam, you withhold them as a teacher. So, yes, there are times it's perfectly fine to suppress some information if there is a constructive, beneficial reason to do so. That's the clause right over there. If there's not, that means if there is a constructive, beneficial reason for suppressed information, you need to realize that that's a bad situation right over there. That means people don't trust one another, or they lack trust with one another. And that means that someone is going to be blamed for the whole thing if it's not all on that individual. So again, you can suppress information only if there's a constructive, beneficial reason for it. Okay? So, hiding, hiding is what people in the world are doing. By their own efforts or by the use of violence, suppress information. Okay? Believers ought to shield off information. I did a live stream about how to shield off holy sexual relationships. I explained how you can shield off activity that you're doing. Because remember, human beings have the ability to remote view. We do. Not everyone can do it because not everyone is trained in it, but we all have the ability to remote view. And there are people out there who are experienced in remote viewing, and they can remote view and pick out whatever goes on around you. Yes, there's no such thing as privacy. It's a hoax. I already explained all of that. Okay? So believers, it's a little bit of wind. Believers have to shield off information. You shield off information as a believer. Have this intense, joyous, joyful climate around you. Now, pagans sometimes also shield off information, but they do it having this stressful climate around them. Because that stressful climate makes it hard for people to remote view and pick things up. So you cannot hide things under heaven. You can only shield it off. Pagans shield off this toxic, stressful environment. That's why many workplaces are designed that way, to be stressful. And believers ought to shield things off by intense, joyous climate they generate together. So, please realize you cannot hide anything under heaven. It does not exist. It never existed, and it will never exist. Simple as that. What you can do is shield things off. Okay? Shielding off simply makes it harder for outsiders or those quote unquote not authorized to pick things up. They can still pick things up, but they can't fully pick things up. You see what I mean? That's why it's called shielding off. All right.
Yeah.
So, this live stream is not that long. So let me know. Is this clear onto you about shielding off information? And that hiding information literally does not exist. Now, what's the difference? Shielding information is suppressing information, but it's suppressing information the right way. What the people in the world do is simply blackmail. That's all it is. If something's truly confidential, then it's not blackmail. But it's not confidential, it doesn't relate to safety of the community or individual, it's just blackmail, simple as that. But she, you said about constructive purpose, if it's constructive purpose, it's not blackmail, okay? If there's a constructive purpose for suppressed information, it's not blackmail. It's perfectly fine then. But if there's no constructive purpose, it's just blackmail, simple as that. So, are there any questions about this topic? Let me know in the live chat, please. I'm not going to keep this live stream too long, because I'm at an event, you can see. So, are there any questions about this topic?
No, it's the same.
Indeed, last round. Not everyone is worth what you have to say. What you have to say is valuable. Because even if what you say is nonsense, people can use it nonsense for consultative reasons. So what you say is valuable, but not everyone is worth what you have to say. Some people are going to take advantage or misuse what you have to say. So keep your mouth shut then. Absolutely. Just type in relationships when you're on my YouTube page. Type in with the search bar relationships. Does it? You will find it. Or go on the tab live stream and go back a few live streams. You'll see it. God is good. All right. Thank you all for being this live stream. I'm just going to socialize a little bit with the people over here. Again, keep on agreeing with Christ. Be at peace. And I'll see you next time. Shalom. God is good all the time.